that I am going to explain clearly. When you practice Kriyayoga Meditation, after sometimes what you feel, now you're feeling giddiness, dizziness, you are not able to sit. Sometimes you feel dryness in the throat, you want to sip a mouthful of water. So many changes you feel within. What are those changes? Those changes were observed by Arjuna, great duty of Krishna. When Krishna was sitting to practice, he was not able to sit. His head and spine used to bend. As when we meditate, after some time we feel we are nodding. Oh, Krishna, I am not able to hold my head and spine straight. You have advised me to keep head and spine, have awareness to feel where is head, where is spine, but I am forgetting it. I am not able to concentrate on Brahmad, I am not able to concentrate on breath, I am not able to practice, because when I practice, I enter into drowsy mode. I start sleeping. Then how to practice Krishna? I am not understanding it. Therefore, he is advising that Yuddha is our habit. Only you have to practice Yuddha. What is the meaning of Yuddha? Yuddha does not mean battle, war. Yuddha is technical word. When you write in Hindi, it is like that. And you can pronounce in this way. This is Yuddha. When dissect this as STO, when dissect STO, we will get 2 hydrogen atom, 1 oxygen. When add 1 oxygen, we will get hydrogen peroxide. Therefore, each letter, each alphabet is a great power. It represents something. Then Yuddha, this is the Iya, we pronounce Iya. Iya represents expansion up to infinite. Yapan means expansion up to infinite. Keep on expanding more and more. U, what is the meaning of U? U means upper. Upar. Upar. What is the upar? What is the upper? Try to find everything. When I look at you, then my life force is going outward. When I listen, life force is going outward. When I am walking, life force is entering into the legs. But what we have to practice Kriyayoga meditation to divert our life force from outside towards head and spine. This is called journey towards east. This is called Eden Garden. When we are going to enter into Eden Garden, then what we are going to see there, Adam and Eve, then we'll start understanding what is Genesis. Okay, all right. Now, life force entering inside, journey towards Eden Garden, then life force starts moving up. Moving up means this upper. And what you realize, we realize dha. What is the dha? When they try to remove a vowel from dha, then half dha is called a. When combined together, we call it dha. Dha means whatever we are holding, dharan karna. What we are holding, what is that? The existence of a. All knowledge of creation, preservation and change. How to create a tree, how to create a building, how to create our bone and muscles, how to create any part of attitude. That is the knowledge of creation. Not only that, knowledge how to preserve it. Not only that, how to make a change. That all thing represents A. A is the symbol. A represents the knowledge and power of creation, preservation and change. From where this knowledge descending down, that is called the Da. How we pronounce it? Da means Data. Data means omnipresent Parbrahma, omnipresent Spirit. Omnipresent Spirit is source of everything. Knowledge of creation, preservation, change descending from that. That knowledge we feel in the form of heaviness, lightness, comfort, discomfort, pain and pleasure. Try to practice Kriya and let that knowledge to divert to the head and spine. From there, when it starts going up, then we realize head to toe, what we feel is not bone and muscles. It is not cell and tissues. It is not an atom and molecule. What is this? It is the knowledge. Knowledge how to create a skin. Knowledge of creation of a skin exists in the skin. Knowledge how to create bone. That knowledge exists inside bone. Head to toe is what we feel. It is the presence of knowledge of all kinds. It is not bone and muscles. What you feel, it is not comfort and discomfort. which is presence of knowledge. Therefore, you start practicing Kriya Yoga more and more until you become habitual of experiencing this knowledge. By repeated practice, one day you will realize you will get joy in this practice. In the beginning, you will feel like Arjuna, O Keshav, O Krishna, when I start practicing, when I think of Yuddha, still I have not started it. When I have to think that, when I think my head and spine and Brahmad and watching breath, by thinking this, what I feel, dryness in the throat. I'm not able to keep my head up, spine below. I'm feeling drowsiness. I want to lie down. I can't practice, Krishna. Do not worry. Arjun, your aim is practice Yuddha. Practicing Yuddha is the aim of all human beings. Because we are like Arjuna. What is the Arjuna? When we say the Arjun, and try to write in Hindi, A plus Rajju. Rajju means tiding. A means absence of tiding. Arajju, I am not free. I am having tidings. I cannot live without earth. I cannot live without air, without sky, without water, without food. Okay, then my nature is Arajju. Rajju means tiding, bandhan. A means absence of tiding. And Na means bandhan mukt. I am not bandhan mukt. I am having permanent tiding. I am not without tiding. I cannot live without this, without that. It means, you see, without earth we cannot sit. Without air we cannot live. Without sky we cannot live. We need water. We need plant, product, fruits. It means we are like Arjuna. And when you will practice, you will feel dryness in the throat. When you will practice, you will start feeling nodding. You cannot hold your head and spine in the normal position. This is the normal things. But do not worry. Krishna telling Arjuna, your aim is to practice Yuddha. We all are like Arjuna. We are not free. We have perfect binding with the so many things. Then we are Arjuna, then our aim is to practice Yuddha. It means Kriya Yoga is for all human beings. You cannot say, no, in this life it is not meant for me. No, it is meant for you. You can say, in this life I will not breathe. Oh, I am born in this life, I am not going to sit on the earth. Oh, in this life I will not use the sky. If in this life you are doing everything what others are doing. Therefore, in this life your aim is to practice only and only Kriya Yoga. You have not got an opportunity to practice, then next life you have to come again. In any life you have to be one with this Kriya Yoga practice, otherwise you will not enjoy eternal peace and bliss for what we have meant. Therefore sometimes when we think, okay, Kriya Yoga is not for me, this is not true. Kriya Yoga is for all human beings. Therefore try to practice little bit. When you think I will give in the website, what do you practice? They cannot practice. When they practice through the website, they will do mistake. That mistake will give negative publicity of the Kriya Yoga. If anybody having great desire to practice, they can come here, they can stay and practice. Therefore, I have not made a law that you are going to say 3 days or 1 week or 1 month. Up to the extent to develop permanent habit, you can stay here. There is no any place in the world who promises to give you permanent place to stay for practice. Go anywhere and lodge is 1 week, 3 days, maximum 15 days. That's all, then go. Here is not. Here you have to practice until you get the habit of practice. When you start realizing that now I'm habitual of practice, the habitual is only perceived when you enjoy the practice. Practice and practice until practice becomes joy. I was thinking to tell something more detailed, but there is no time. We'll cover in the morning. Try to understand this. Through this practice you will realize fear, bhai will disappear, distance will disappear. You will not feel anything hard. You will find anything is possible. Time, you will not see the time, how much time it will take. Let it be any time, who cares? and the akar, shape and size, you will not be affected by shape and size. Each and every shape and size is unique presence of knowledge. And this all kind of this sound waves, whatever listens sound waves, you will realize within each sound wave there exists cosmos as a potential seed. If I try to remember it, tomorrow I will give a detailed structure about head to toes, as explained in the Gita. Same thing is explained in the Bible.